Hey folks, this is Adam from the shapeshifterblog.com and shapeshifterbodyredesign.com, and it's a cold, blustery October day here, and I thought I would cook up a nice, fresh, warm soup to warm us up at lunchtime. So what I'm going to do is a really simple cauliflower and leek soup. You're going to see how super simple this is. Very few ingredients, nice, fresh, simple taste, nice rustic taste. So all I'm going to do is start with my my leek, and I'm going to finely chop this. Always good to have a nice sharp knife for this kind of stuff. If you're going to invest in one thing in your kitchen, I would invest in a nice sharp knife. Okay? Now, what I'm going to do, put this in a colander, give it a quick rinse, and then I'm going to saute this just with a little bit of olive oil. A little bit of olive oil, a little bit of Celtic sea salt. That's going to be part of the base for our soup. Now I'm going to turn to my cauliflower. This is a nice, organic, fresh cauliflower. I'm just going to chop the very bottom off of this, okay? And the rest, I'm going to use the whole thing. So all the leafy bit, every part of this cauliflower I'm going to use. And I'm just going to chop it roughly so that all the pieces are about the same size. Something like this, just so that it all cooks kind of uniformly. Doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just gonna throw this in a pot of water, bring it to a boil. Don't wanna overcook it. I wanna keep the nutrients intact. Keep it what we call al dente, okay? Just finish this up here. You see, like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. This isn't taking me very long to chop this up. This whole soup, from start to finish, with cooking time, might take 20 minutes, but the actual prep time of chopping it and then actually making the soup once it's cooked is maybe 5 minutes. You can see we've spent maybe a couple minutes here. I'm just gonna put this in my pot. I'm gonna put just enough water in here to cover my cauliflower, and I'm gonna put it straight on the stove. Bring it to a boil. Like I said, cook it till you can just start to poke a fork through it, and then we'll be back in a few minutes to show you the rest of how to put this soup together. Or we can do it fancier. Okay, so we're back. What I've done is I've just put my leeks and my cauliflower straight into my blender. You can also use a good food processor. The important thing is you use something that's really going to puree it and get it to the consistency that you want, a nice, smooth consistency. Now the trick to this soup, the most important thing is you can see I've kept the water that I boiled the cauliflower in. So I sauteed my leeks, I boiled the cauliflower, and when I strained the cauliflower, I kept the water. So basically we've got a cauliflower stock here that we're gonna use for our soup. So what I'm gonna do, I've got some organic New Zealand sea salt here. I'm gonna put a good bit of salt in there to season it. I'm gonna put in some pepper, nice fresh ground pepper. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of this water. So to start, I'll probably bring this up to about half full with water. I'm gonna blend this up, and then we'll see what kind of texture that gives us, what kind of thickness. I like quite a thick soup, but what we'll do, we'll blend this up, see what it gives us, and then see if we have to add a little bit more water in afterwards. So this is my baby BlendTech blender. This thing's awesome. I'm just gonna hit pulse, and I'll let it pulse. Okay, let's see what we got here. It's a little bit thick, so we'll probably add some more water, but before we do that, I'm just gonna give it a little taste and see if we need a little bit more seasoning, a little bit more salt and pepper. So it's pretty hot still because we're using the boiling cauliflower stock. This is fresh soup. Yeah, I'd go with a little bit more salt. And this is what you want to do. You just want to keep seasoning it to your taste until you get it just how you want it. A little bit more water. So just get it a little bit smoother. Top back on, pulse that a little bit longer. All right, let's check it out. This should be good. Perfect. It's nice and warm and rustic country flavors. It's gonna be great. This is Adam from the shapeshifterblog.com and shapeshifterbodyredesign.com.